morning, folks, and welcome to the Short Vol Show. And overnight, we had markets down a little bit after that rally into the close yesterday. For those of you following the continuing drama out of the government and the White House and the DOJ and all of that, the White House did make an announcement late last night that the meeting between the DOJ there's supposed to be a meeting between the DOJ and Trey Gowdy, Devin Nunes, and basically just Republican leadership. The White House announced late last night that there would be a second meeting after that, including the so-called Gang of Eight, and thus they would have one meeting with just Republican leadership with the DOJ. Then, like a few minutes later, they would bring in the Democratic counterparts and have a second meeting. So, just hard to keep track of the continuing twists and turns of this whole thing that's going on now. And I try to stay away from politics because I know there's people on both sides of the issue and I don't want to get involved. I don't have enough followers to be able to cut them in half by taking some sort of stance politically. And plus, our international viewers probably are not as interested in some of that stuff. So moving forward, let's take a look at VIX term structure as we come into the day. Today, we're pretty close to the open right now. I didn't start till a little bit later than sometimes. So term structure, we're in contango by 5% right now. Sorry, this chart is not high enough up. Let's see if I can just kind of fake it here. That's not going to work. Anyway, we're in contango by about a little over 5% right now. And, UVXY has been just hanging out around 11 for a while now. It's slowly decaying, but probably not fast enough for some people who are long puts and having to pay time decay. Overnight, there not a whole lot of news overnight. Let's take a look at some news sites here. So, Judge reporting that Nancy Pelosi at some sort of town meeting was kind of confronted, saying, "Well, aren't you too old to be in the leadership of the government?" And her sort of fumbled responses to that. There was also news yesterday that Jared Kushner actually did have a 8-hour meeting with the Department of Justice or Mueller's team at some point and was given his security clearance, that top security clearance that few people have. Let's take a look at investing.com. Investing.com says stock futures flat as auto tariff threat dulls Fed optimism. Let's take a look at stock twits. And kind of like a mixed bag of bulls and bears. As kind of calm coming into today on a Thursday in the markets. Not a whole lot going on. I did do I kind of did a bad trade yesterday. I bailed on some of my puts when the market was when the VIX was up, and if I just done nothing, then I would have been better served instead of locking in a loss on a couple of them. I mean, it was a really small trade, but still not a whole lot of discipline coming out of me yesterday. Happens to happens sometimes. And besides that, not a whole lot going on today. We'll see what happens later in the day. Let's take a look at Nick on barchart.com. And see what he's got to say. So we have unemployment claims at 8:30. Actually, they already came out. Existing home sales 10 a.m. Natural gas storage 10:30. FOMC members speaking at 10:35. And he's basically just saying that we're sort of in a range right now, with crude oil trading lower. So we'll see what happens. Seems like pretty placid markets right now. But good luck trading today, and I will talk to you again soon. I do have exciting interview. Someone agreed to an interview, which should be really exciting. So we look forward to that. And thanks for watching. Hi, James. How you doing? And I will see you soon.